Hello, thanks for stopping by my channel. My name is Lisa. Today I'm going to be showing you some of the steps that we take to create our memorial sign. First off, this is showing our laser printer engraving the background poem that goes onto the sign. I've sped it up, but it takes about half an hour to go ahead and engrave that and cut it out. So here it is. I now take some sanding block to get rid of any charring that might be on the poem or on the sides. Underneath that blue tape is the personalization we added. To have the little blower there to get rid of this sawdust that's come up. Now I'm going to sand the back of the sign also to get rid of any of the charring from when we engraved the front. I'm blowing that off also. Get rid of some of the sawdust. Cleaning it up. Okay, so now I'm going to attach a chipboard hanger similar to a sawtooth onto the back of the sign so it's ready to hang when you bring it home or when it comes home. I attached some strong glue that we use on there, and you'll see I have a great tool, my finger, to apply the glue. Works really well. Alright, so now to line it up in the center, make sure it's nice and straight. I have that little red piece of paper in there just to make sure that the piece doesn't get stuck down fully. Alright, so now on the front I'm going to just outline the outside. It's just a little precaution in case the front frame slips a little bit, so it doesn't show any of the wood, just gives a little bit of a shadow. Alright, so now for these, the top two layers. We do put some masking on here as we engrave the layers so that they don't get charred. So I'm pulling off the masking, so that's why it looked a little yellow, and now it goes to the white that will come in when you actually get your sign. I've pulled most of the masking off, but there are little bits and pieces left that are for the details of the tree. So I'm going to take my Gorilla Glue masking tape here, and like duct tape I should say, and that helps pull off those little bits easy for it. My husband paints the rocks and the deers. He does a great job on that, some great shadowing. Each sign is a little bit different since he does hand paint each one similarly. I might have a wet wipe there that I'm just cleaning up a little bit of char that probably popped through from the tape lifting. So now we're going to glue the top layer to the middle layer, adding some glue on to the four sides. I use a sponge to move the glue around. A little bit too much glue to use my handy dandy finger on this. So get that all evenly distributed so that all the sides will hold down properly. Alright, so we're going to glue the front one to the middle one. Line those all up. I use some binder clips to keep them straight and together while they're glued together and dry. I have so many of these binder clips laying around. It's amazing. Alright, so we're going to get that last side in there. And once those four sides are hooked together, I'm going to attach the second and third of the three cardinals. The first one is attached to the first layer there, and the second and third are attached to the middle layer, just making sure they're straight and nice and secure. Okay, so we're going to let that sit and dry for the time being. Alright, so it dried, and I glued the two top layers to the back engraved layer. I didn't show that in the video, but it's similar to the other way with binder clips. And now we're going to take off, now we'll sand the four sides. Make sure that none of the glue that might have seeped through is sticking up. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Don't want any rough spots to be on the frame. So we're going to do all four sides. Okay, now we'll go ahead and remove the tape to reveal the white layer underneath, just like we did with the middle layer. I always find it so exhilarating to pull that layer off and change it from the beige color to the beautiful white. It's always so pretty. Taking some of that Gorilla Tape just to remove the detail bits on this layer like we did the middle layer. Okay, I see there's a little char in the corner from the tape lifting, so I'll get out the wet wipe again and clean that off. Okay, I think I got most of it there. All right, take the wet wipe and clean the 4 sides off from any of the sanding residue. And a little bit off the back. Sometimes we get a little bit of the charring fingerprints on there, so we want to clean that off. Okay, one final inspection. Looks like there might be a little charring left. Go through and get that last bit off. Okay, looks good. All right, well, thanks for stopping by and taking a look at this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And you can find this in our Etsy store. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.